Road. I'm standing on Princes Street in Edinburgh. Very well done. And behind me is the Scott Monument. That is the monument to Sir Walter Scott, who wrote the famous Waverley novels, including Ivanhoe, my favourite. And over to my right, or my right, over here, is the castle, Edinburgh Castle, on the hill. Some of the medieval houses that surround it. So we're on day 2 of our journey. Yesterday we spent in and around Edinburgh itself. We went to St Giles Cathedral. We saw the grave of John Knox, the great Scottish reformer. But we spent most of our time in the National Museum and at Greyfriars Churchyard, thinking about the Second Reformation. First Reformation under John Knox, we're going to do some looking at today. The Second Reformation concerned who is the king and head of the church. And in the reign of Charles II, Charles II was trying to establish himself as the head of the church. And before he came to the throne, there was a national petition drawn up and signed by about, I don't know how many 100,000 people. And the Solemn League and Covenant, it was called, a national covenant in which people committed themselves to Christ as the head of the church. And there was a period of several years known as the killing years, killing times, when the army of Charles II would come and break into meetings, would take people to prison. About 18,000 martyrs were killed, many of them Presbyterian ministers. They were the covenanting ministers who covenanted together that Christ was the head of the church and that no earthly power had the right to dictate in Christ's church. 18,000 martyrs. Many of them, we discovered, were branded on the face and then put on ships and taken as indentured servants to work in the plantations and on the farms of the Carolinas. And many died on the way there, of course. Many died actually in service. But many also survived and have left their mark. So it's been a very interesting time. I think it's been a very humbling time to think about what men and women in the past were willing to sacrifice for the sake of the honour of Christ and the glory of God. And it's a challenge to us today to be faithful to the honour of Christ in His church. We hope you have a good week and that you're a bit warmer than we are this morning.